back up north, Superior Hiking Trail. The end of December 2019, 2020 is just less than a week away. We're expecting some moderate temps, hovering right around that freezing mark. Today is sunny, but we're only going to go about 6 miles up to Oberg Mountain, but we're going to do some loop trails and things like that. But it should be an excellent time to just enjoy some of this winter stuff. Just because it's winter doesn't mean you can't get outside. Welcome to the channel. I'm Rob with Our Pelton One. Thanks for clicking the watch button. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of backpacking trips like this, a lot of hammock camping, a lot of outdoor stuff. I also have a lot of gear reviews of outdoor equipment, things like that. So if you're into that kind of thing and you want to see more, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right down there so you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming up. I appreciate you coming along. The first loop is up this way. It goes straight uphill to Britton Peak. Now it's a short trek just up here. The overlook should be pretty good. But for this, just gonna drop the packs. Leave them here for now. Just kind of slack pack up to the top. Here it is, the first great view of the trip. It's just right off the parking lot, Britton Peak. Largest lake in the world, right there. Lake Superior. Check out this view. Hi. Yes, I'm the only asshole without trekking poles. So just coming up the trail, and it's pretty packed down. There's been a lot of snowshoers through here. There's a couple of cross-country ski trails around here too. But just off the trail, there's some snow out here. Oh. So we are gonna use the snowshoes when it comes time. Just came down the trail and hit this ski trail, and as it crosses over, the heavily trafficked trail runs out and it turns into just deep snowdrift. So it might be snowshoe time. Oh no! Shit. So that off-trail jaunt we did looped right back around to the ski trail. So now we got to follow it to make sure that we're going to where we need to go. So cross-country skiers, apologies, but got to do what we got to do. We found the trail. It hasn't been used very much. We must have been on a, I don't know what trail we were on before, but this is the actual Superior hiking trail. Jeremy still has his snowshoes on to break trail just a little bit. We're just following behind. Every once in a while, you sink up to your knee. A little challenging, but still fun as hell. It's about 1:30. Sunset's like at 3:30. Twilight at 4:30, or something like that. Days are short, so you can't put on a lot of miles. In the summertime, 20-mile days, no problem. Wintertime's a little bit harder. That's why this trip is pretty abbreviated. But either way, temperature's about 32 right now. Tonight's supposed to get down to 17, which will be the coldest night. And then tomorrow night's supposed to be 28, something like that. Either way, not very cold, because it does have the potential to be very cold up here. We're in northern Minnesota along Lake Superior. But we are expecting a bunch of snow tomorrow. Snowshoe time once again. Made it to camp. It's 2:10. Deep snow, snowshoeing. It's pretty tough, especially with no trekking poles. Now, I do have a trekking pole. One of them broke as soon as we got here, and I just forgot I carried the other one. I should have just been using it the whole time, but I'm not that smart. So I picked out my spot here. It's a pretty good span with my Ridgerunner. I like a good 18 to 20 feet. I've tamped down this area with my snowshoes to pack it. But this is home for the night. Camp is just about set up. We found the fire pit right there. We're gonna try to gather some wood and get a fire going tonight. We're up on this rise, so there's a little bit of a breeze rolling in. I buried some snow anchors, and I'm waiting for those to freeze a little bit, and then I'll tighten down and tension down my tarp. Found a pretty good dead standing tree over there. Pretty dry, pretty seasoned. It's got that check in it. So I brought a hatchet, we brought a saw, hacked it down. So I'm starting to get some dinner going. Got a fire started. It'll probably be an early night. It's gonna get pretty chilly. It's already pretty chilly. In the wintertime, I've started bringing a thermos with me. This is just the GSI Outdoors 16 ounce thermos, nothing fancy. I carry 16 ounces in here, and when I get to camp, I pour it into my cup, bring it to a boil like it is right now, pour it back into my thermos, and now I have hot boiling water, well, near boiling water at the ready. When I'm ready to rehydrate my food, I'm good to go. I can use my cup as a measuring cup. When I want to make hot beverages, I got hot water at the ready. And it's worked out pretty well. Oh, yeah. 16 ounces of hot water at the ready. Good morning. It's just after 8 o'clock. Slept pretty good. I was warm. I'm not toasty. It got cold last night. There's frost on everything. We only have like 4 miles to go, but it'll be a pretty slow go. You get up and get packed up. Boots are frozen solid. Yay. So everyone's up and at 'em. It did get down to 10 degrees last night. Now, I was in my Ridgerunner. I only had a 20-degree underquilt. I was a little chilly. But check this out. Chuck and Pam here, they just legit cowboy camped. They dug out a little crater, threw down their pad, put down their sleeping bags, and just rocked it out last night. It got pretty cold though, because it looks like Chuck had to put his mittens on his toesies. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Not as comfortable, but it was warm.
A little cloudy this morning. I can see the sun coming up there a little bit. But we gotta get moving. It's probably gonna take about 9 hours to go 5 miles. So one of the best parts about winter camping when it's 10 degrees, 20 degrees is taking off your pants. I could leave on my sleep tights, but I don't want to. I want to keep those dry. I don't want them soaked with sweat from the hike in. Now I had gaiters to help prevent snow from getting down into my boots. Forgot those in the car. So I'm actually gonna wear my rain pants because I can cinch down the cuffs to prevent them from riding up.
I had that.
Good times. We got Almost over here breaking down camp. He made these snow anchors, these dead men, out of some PVC pipe. It works really well. We have to use a shovel to dig them out. Like a treasure hunt. Woo! How'd you sleep?
Crappy.
Crappy. I slept okay.
I'm alive.
You like his jacket?
Oh, look at the frost, man. Tons of frost.
Everything is super frosty. You're not going to get it all off. You just do the best you can. And if you didn't know before, I'll tell you now. Everything is harder with gloves. So here's a little winter hack. When you have water, try to bury it deep, deep in the snow. It got down to 10 degrees last night, and I got usable water for this morning. But make sure to bury it down pretty deep, otherwise your top half can be frozen. Little trick of the trade. Well, we're just about all packed up here, just getting a couple of last things done. We're actually gonna head out the way we came in because we just don't want to break snow for the next 5 hours. Just take a little bit of a shortcut and camp over at Oberg tonight. But I was walking around camp this morning, and I don't know what you guys thought, but there's these like little yellow stains all over the place in the snow.
Must have been a lot of deer here last night.
You know anything about that?
Yeah, I spilled my coffee.
Not bad at all. Elected not to wear the snowshoes out. The tracks that we made coming in are packed down pretty good. And my snowshoes are just so gigantic. And I'm not real experienced with them, so I struggled a little bit. Plus I wasn't using my trekking pole. You know, I fell 4 or 5 times. But it's gorgeous out. Got some of that sun glow over there. So on this trip, I have Almost, which you saw earlier, and I didn't really introduce Chuck back there. His trail name is Mule. Pam back there. Don't think she has a trail name yet. Well, what do you think of the trip so far?
Been really good. It's chilly last night, but most of the trails are pretty good. And it's just nice to be out.
It is nice to be out. I mean, a warm, dry bed's not bad either at home, but I'll take this. Seeing a lot of fresh blazes on the trail. It's pretty cool that they have a crew that comes down here. A lot of them are volunteers to do this. So if any of you are watching, any of the trail maintenance crew, any of the people that come and walk these trails and repaint these, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Well, that took almost no time to get back to the parking lot here. It's about 10 to 11. I think we might just grab a quick bite somewhere, head up to our next site and pack back in there. A little disappointed that we couldn't get all the way through, but we just weren't prepared for just breaking all that snow because not all of us had snowshoes. But the trip's not over. So we had a little holiday gas station breakfast earlier. Made it back to the Oberg parking lot. Our campsite's only, I don't know, half a mile or something like that. So we'll probably huff it into camp, get some firewood going. But since it's so close, I'm downloading my pack a little bit. No need to carry another day's worth of food because it's only one more night here. At the trailhead, you can see how busy it is. There's more cars just parked on the other side of that line right there. But this is the traffic that I thought we would see, you know, a little bit north where we were, but there was no one up there. So this must be just the place to be. But since I got a chance to stop at the truck, finally got my gaiters. That'll help prevent snow from, you know, going down inside my boot, which is annoying every time you sink a little bit. So these things are a lifesaver. If you're gonna go snow hiking, get some gaiters. You know, save yourself a little bit of a headache. But we're gonna head this way and get to camp. You like that Inception stuff right there? My camera looking at Jeremy's camera looking at us. That's some high-tech stuff right there. On this section, there's no need for snowshoes. I think he's just being dramatic. What? Nothing? See, Jeremy's got his snowshoes on, his big pack, and his hiking poles and everything, looking like the guy. Two like 9-year-old girls come walking by and they looked at him. They had like juice boxes and like a teddy bear, and they were like, "Snowshoes, huh?" Met some trail friends. Hey, come here. Hi. Well, here's camp. A giant half-a-mile hike in on a paved trail. It's not bad. If it was like this yesterday, we would have got to this point a lot easier. All right, dibs on those trees. Oh. It's been an interesting trip. They usually always are. You know, the best laid plans don't necessarily always work out. But keep a level head, you keep pushing, even though your original plan didn't work. Good times can still be had. Stop watching so they can hear you. Camp's just about set up.
You know what? The loop isn't that long.
We're expecting anywhere from, 1 to 4 inches or something tonight. We'll see how that goes. I know down in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis area, they got a big ice storm. There are people skating on the sidewalks and stuff down there. So that front is kind of coming in this way. Looking at the radar, it looks like it may go south of us, but I think we're still going to get clipped by it. So we might wake up to a bunch of snow, or maybe not at all. It is Minnesota, so if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Now this Ridgerunner, I really do like it. I like it a lot. It's worked so well. I don't know if it's because I really haven't camped with a gathered end or not. The bridge hammock has worked out beautifully. But I think now it's time to go look for some firewood. Saw a few dead standing trees up here. Got the Boreal 21 saw. This actually is Chuck's. I have one exactly like it. This is a beautiful saw, you know, for this kind of work, you know, and I have hatchets and stuff. So I don't know. You want to see a bushcrafting video for me? I mean, I do that from time to time. Let me know down in the comments. I'll do some bushcrafting. Yesterday we were more of in a deciduous, you know, tree area, and we found a really good dead standing tree, really good in season, and it burned really well. Today we're more in a coniferous forest. You know, you got all these in here. A lot of these little guys here, they're standing and they're dead. The bark's falling off on it. But these we can use as kindling. I mean, damn near ready made. That takes care of probably the kindling that we'll need for tonight. Jeremy went off to look for some big wood. He needs all the big wood help he can get out here. So we had a little bit more time in camp so I could play around a little bit. We got our fire pit right here. So I made basically a pot hanger. I flattened out the end of a stick, shoved it into the snowbank. Got a little branch for a little support here. Cut another branch. This one's a live one, so it's got a little bit moisture, so it won't, you know, it's not readily to burn. Pot will go here. I cut 2 notches, one here and one here, and essentially it'll balance on that flat over the fire. And if your fire is a little bit lower, you can use the other notch, and then boil your water. And when it's ready, you can just, you know, keep your hands out of the fire up here, take it off the fire, and you're good to go. A little bushcrafting for you. So there it is. There's Jeremy's big wood pile. Good job, Jeremy. I'm proud of you. Got dark pretty fast. Got a pretty good fire going. We'll see how long that lasts, because there's a big snow front coming in here that's heading from the northwest, and we're supposed to get a few inches of snow tonight into tomorrow morning. It might be more, it might be less. It's Minnesota, so. But we're gonna make some dinner, enjoy each other's company for whatever that's worth, and then hit the hay and wake up to a fresh coating of snow. So we'll see you in the morning. Just about packed up. So that's it. A snowy, windy night. If you like this video, if you like these kinds of videos, do me a favor and hit subscribe right down there. It would mean a lot to me. That way you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming up. But I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you enjoying this big, beautiful world with me. But until next time, see you on the trail.